All of his servants he took. No, no, it's the ones with the black mask, right? You know what? We're gonna go.
Monsieur Jacques Peru?
Oh wait, that's Peru. I was about to think that was Bolivar. Bolivar. We could have talked to Godoy. Shockingly enough. You'll see there the bishop is. Cardinal. Try and take over this man's body.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter.
This is kind of
I
creepy.
have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
My dear Giuseppe, as my health does not allow me to honor Sir Holmes' invitation to go to Lord Mortimer's, I should be grateful if you would sit the conference on my behalf. Naturally, you will give my thanks to your host, consolidate our agreements with Sir Gregory, let him know that his venture regarding Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonte is following its course. Okay, SS. Do not use your personal stamp when writing to me. Instead, use the one with my motto on it. Okay. Let's read the second one. I know you are on your way to Lord Mortimer's residence. I hope you had a good trip, even though you are obliged to cross the French countryside. At present, very agitated. Okay. EHHBCF. Okay. Use his motto.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust. It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison to what Sir Gregory had suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote.
I know something about the stamp. Look at this.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Huh?
And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini. On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
Use that one. Hey, there we go. Write a secret.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay. I don't.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just
That doesn't
below
help
the
me.
date.
Dude,
2
what?
just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Yeah, we're gonna think.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Hmm. Okay, so E-H. I thought I clicked A. Oh no. My game freeze? What's going on? Back out. I want to continue this. See maybe why it's not letting me choose.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
So we're going to quickly go through that again.
Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different. Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord
it was
Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust. It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison to what Sir Gregory had suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote. Giustizia, misericordia e umiltà. Boy, I gotta brush up my foreign languages. On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
Bang bang.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay, so 1793 is
I don't have to burn this one, so I can run that.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the
E
month,
H H
4
B
others
C
below
S. So
the
it's gotta
year.
be A
Piaget
through.
said too, it must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
A is the 24th.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 2401. Today the date is 2401
A through E? I don't know.
1793.
Okay. So, A.
Today the date is 2401 1793.
Oh, 01. A, J.
Today the date is 2401 1793.
Okay, so it should just be... Oh, wait a minute. How does he come up with... H... J? Gotta be the numbers in between, right? Logically.
What does he come up with?
What the fudge? Is there anything I don't... I don't know. G, H, F, J. E... H. No. H, H. So... 4. Do we have a 4? We don't have a 4. We'll go B. 2. 1793, 2401. Why don't we just use J? So...
Today the date is
Did you do
2401
J again?
1793.
E. I mean, they give us all that we need, I believe.
Today the date is 2401
Just start again. Let's just look at which ones.
1793.
17, or let me see, so 31, 3112. G, 17, I can't read it. It must start with E. So this one does start with A.
Today the date is 2401 1793.
Wait. Oh, okay. So it's AF.
Because you see how that's EH. Okay, so it's AF because that one, the 17th, was EH. This one, since it was the 31st, GJ.
Today the date is 2401 1793.
How did they determine the other
One.
GHFJ and HBCF? 1792.
So I guess if you think of it as...
This is a tough one.
I mean, his code's different. I mean, if you look at Piaggi's code, GJGHFJ. What? Think about the logic with the code. Oh, I'll just...
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
I do want to keep the F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Well, it's got to be F again.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
That's still got to be HF. G, why is it saying 1 is G? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it must be from the A. Not. Oh, I get it.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So you go from the letter of A and you count. So 0, 1 is A. So the first one is A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
I see it now.
You do 1 from the A is the F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
And then you go F
Today
again.
the date is 24/01/1793.
So then you have 7. So you go F, I, G. Looks like it's supposed to be C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C. So
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
and 9. So it's gonna go all the way. While I'm looking H.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
And then
Oh boy.
3. So you would then go F, I, G.
Today is the 24/01/1793.
That's it. Finish the letter.
Your Eminence, all ready to send...
What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us?
What's going on?
The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Well, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is, and there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if keep a secret?
Of course.
Leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Okay, alright, let me... Did I figure anything out with this guy? I still don't think I have.
The slime bag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
You find Louis unconscious and conclude that I'm his accomplice?
It's not so much finding him here, as you being against me getting rid of him. That's not what you thought the day before
Darn.
yesterday, after he eavesdropped on our conversation.
Monsieur Von Von, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you,
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
you must have lost your mind to want to take the conscious and conclude that
Asking you to help me do it.
if you lay a finger on him, I'll denounce you to Sir Gregory. I'm warning you.
You old weasel!
Yeah.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Bang, bang. Go, go, go. Problem is, he's gonna know what's going on. Piaggi's not gonna have a clue. Someone wasn't too happy. Oh, wow! Dang, this place looks nice all lit up. Shoot. You know what? I'm actually going to go back upstairs because I don't know who the yelling was all about, but I'm going to guess it's from Hillsborough. Find out. Yeah, I'm gonna enter. You killed my mama slash brother, sister. I don't know. It's crazy.
We have to talk.
I was just wondering.
Oh, what's she smiling for?
Right. I shall begin. It's going to be an awful lot for you to take in on just one day, but I must tell you that I'm a demon too.
Excuse me?
I know that you are too. Gregory told me everything during my convalescence. And that isn't all. I'm also Mortimer's daughter. You understand what that means, I hope. That's right. I am a demon too. And I am your sister. And we also slept together. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's a bit unnatural when you think about it, but then you couldn't know. This way at least, everything stays for the best. It mustn't prevent us from living out our affair in the open, however.
Our affair? Have you lost your mind?
I'm far too soft on you. I'll let you have everything, of course. So don't be nasty, if you don't mind.
She's not all there. It's plain to see.
Yes. True, it's been a long day.
Yes. You ought to get some rest. You can sleep there. You know that, right? Although, thinking about it, best remain discreet for the time being. We shall go see Father later and tell him everything. Of course, he'll be disappointed because he bet it would be Emily, I think.
Whoa. She is completely mad.
But I think he will be proud of me when all is said and done.
She's talking to herself. She can't even see me.
He loves me. Oh, he loves me not. Yes, we'll have to tell Father all about this. But I don't want to live on this island. It's too cold.
There's no point in insisting anymore.
I'm going, Emma.
Yes, I'll see you later.
What?
Louie, la, la, la.
She's going crazy. Man, things are getting real weird. Lawn is this way. Pretty sure. I believe. That isn't the salon. What am I doing? You know, it makes you wonder how, like, maybe if you open that gate at the very beginning, you can get to her quick enough, you know? Because apparently you can't win that altercation. Maybe I was going the right spot. Doggone it. Join Mortimer in the dining room. Then why would you call it the salon? Okay. You have no arm. Makes you wonder, maybe if you don't give up your arm, you don't,
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Well, honestly, my stomach was just turning in circles.
That reminds me of my first time. Ooh, but you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question. Why warn me against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in
You
which...
act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
This is
That's
interesting.
enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary,
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
there you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I'd better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
I mean, I do like the whole demon thing.
It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own. Forever. I'm a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
Freedom! Tyranny!
I shall follow
Freedom!
my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will
Yeah.
take place.
Love
in
how it's
July.
all over the
I
Louisiana
propose
Purchase.
You gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Interesting. This has been crazy, tell you what. And I think I am going to end it here as soon as we get in this next cutscene. Guys, hope you all enjoyed this episode. And, I mean, the huge decision, but it's like, if you choose to be a man, what is that going to do? You're up against two demons, basically. You're not going to win. Like, you can't win that. You can try, but you're not going to win it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one here. Hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you next episode.